just want things to work. Alright, so I went from direct 11 to direct 12, so maybe that will help. And I'm also going to check the options again. But everything's on low. Render resolution 1920, VSync is off. Low, 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 low. What's this? Depending on rendering. Graphics processing, take it off. Film grain, take it off. Motion blur, take it off. Just take everything off. Let's see if that helps. Also, is my data now corrupted? Cause I was in the middle of talking with somebody and the game crashed. So we'll see where it saves. Hopefully somewhere decent. Options, and more options, right? I'm like, everything was on super low. So I'm like, I have nothing else open besides the game, the stream, and voice mod. Because, you know, if someone clicks it, you gotta have the app open. Find Darling's HRA lab. Question. Do I have that one weird mission? Okay, I do have that mission. Do I still have my gun? I still have my gun. Wait, take it off. Afraid that's not Twitch friendly. Take it all off? Wait, what are you talking about, Tribble?
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet.
I gotta
assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
Gotta re-grab our stuff. But I'm like, that's really the most bare minimum. Because I'm like, you do fine most of the time. Okay. Found an easier way.
You led me here. Any idea how to make it work?
Gotta re-grab everything.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
Got it.
We've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
What do you say while messing with the options? Ah, got it. I was like, what are you talking about? Crazy, Tribble, you crazy. Alright, number 4 is this bad boy here. 1 is not happening, I'm busy. Five is halfsies. Halfsies. You are 1. And then I think you go here. If not, we just switch 2 and 3. Yep, switch them. Alright. I'm gonna go touch the thing real quick. So I don't want to have to do this again. Isn't that what you did last time? Well, I was actually doing it on whatever Direct 11X is. But this time I was like, let's do 12. See if, you know, that helps. Cool. Saved. Hold on. That means I have to re-grab the duck, don't I?
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the
Yep.
item. First, a low voltage electrician.
What's that? Is it the puppet, Master Puppet movie? But what's the movie where there's like this little... It's kind of like a puppet, but he's like... It's also kind of like very stereotype, but like a little like African doll. I think it was from the 80s. And he's like this big, and he's just running around with like a knife or like a scissor. And he's just trying to stab this lady, and this lady's just screaming her head off the entire time. And he's just like, gah, 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 gah. And she like slams the door, and then he just like busts through the door, and then she like puts him in a basket, and he like busts out of the basket, and it's just constant screaming. Just I think it's like a good like 10-minute scene too. And you're just like, lady, he's this big, just kick him, or you know, leave the house. What movie was that?
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need more black rock prisms to make. Darling has another lab. That must be. Wait.
I've been to make. I need. What do you?
One.
I'm the old
Fine,
Dylan.
but don't call Jesse. Is
I'll call you. Here, you'll need this key card.
Okay,
thanks.
come on. Level 4.
Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA.
Yay!
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Thank you. Boot me open, please. I did it! Wow, no kidding. It really does take you back here. Okay, I want to see... I don't know if we can get there yet. Not this. This. I want to see if we can get to this thing. Yeah, no, that lady fought the little killer doll thing quite well. Didn't win, but you know, she tried. That was a bust. Oh, Jesus! Ah! I just wanted the teleportation! Is that a brain? I don't remember seeing his giant brain the last time we were here. Wow, I don't know how we missed that brain, but we did. Okay. Black Devil Doll from Hell? I don't think that's the name, but it could be. Alright. Abilities. Very important. I don't use shield too often. I do use a lot of launch damage. Probably should also increase my energy, but also my health. Let's do that. Just a little bit of health. I don't really have enough for anything else. No clue? No worries. It's just something that I remember watching since we're talking about, like, killer doll movies and everything. It's not a killer doll, but it was like... Was it Dark Crystal? The, like, big puppet dog thing? I don't know. Puppets are cool, man. Ah, yes. Let's put on a personal mod, please. Health, launch, evade, shield. Let's do that. Alright, so I'm trying to get to here. Which I don't think we can access yet. Nope. I didn't mean to click it. I just wanted to see where it would take me. Oops. Yeah, no, wrong place, wrong place. Try again. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so there's this, luck and probability, astral. So let's try astral, because I think if I follow that and then head to that staircase down, and it turned it off. They completely messed up the show. Oh, I was talking about the movie, but I hadn't seen the show yet. I'm curious to see it. I am always willing to watch new things. It can't have been that bad, was it? Okay, we're heading in the right direction. Extrasensory. Okay. I heard whooshing, so... Yeah, I see you. I see you, don't worry. Oh, these are all the doors that were blocked. Okay, cool. Nope. Stop. Stop. Stop it. No, thank you. Coming. Come on. Oh my goodness. An old list of top recognizable puppets, especially the top 3. Can you guess them? Recognizable puppets. I mean, Kermit. Probably somebody from the neighborhood of Mr. Robertson. Mr. Roberts? Mr. Robertson. Sorry, I'm in the middle of combat. I can't even think of his name. No, Mr. Roberts. Robinson. My neighborhood. I can't think of, like, another, like, ooh, puppet, you know? Number three. I'm trying to guess without looking right now at chat. Yeah, so my guesses are gonna be Kermit, one of the puppets from that show, and then, or from Mr. Robinson's My Neighborhood. And for a third one, a puppet. Famous puppet. Big Bird? Because Muppets and Sesame Street are two different shows. The list wasn't that old. Mr. Rogers, that's what it is. Kermit, yes, number one. Nice. Nice. Okay. Mr. Rogers. He's getting his name messed up, my bad. Oh, hello, we missed this last time. Recording chair procedures. Alright. Let's head to this lab. Miss Piggy. Got it. And Elmo. Wait, hold on. Waiting for number 3 from Tribble. Ah, Elmo would be the third one, wouldn't he? Crypt Keeper! Oh my god, I love him so much. I didn't even think about him. Wow, it's been a minute. Right? Why'd the light go off? Oh my god, didn't they bring him back for like a little bit and then they were like, nah. Oh man, Crypt Keeper! Love him. I was very confused as a child watching him because I didn't understand. I was just like, who is this guy? What is this? Wait, are there people? Hold on, are there people in these tubes? Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's do some reading. Ooh, I have way more weapon mods than I should. Let me take care of that first. Nope. Wrong buttons. Clicking all the wrong buttons today. Okay. So what do I have? I have damage and damage against enemies. Accuracy. Reload speed. No. What we have is fine. Damage while aiming. That can stay. Tales from the Crypt Keeper was an interesting spin. Right? That was good. That was a good one. But the Fraggles? Who knows? Maybe they'll bring them back. I mean, maybe they'll update them or something. Who knows? Japanese citizen residing in Tokyo has produced a series of guided imagery experience, gained notable popularity around the globe, accompanying the use of his tapes to look into his background. Reported when hearing him speak and perform any and all relative analysis. Oh, his voice. Okay. Ensure the volunteer is securely fastened in the chair. Is placed over the head. This will prevent the volunteer from taking in visual stimuli during the record process, which can lower the quality of captured footage. This also prevents recording technicians from viewing the volunteer's face, which undergoes muscle spasms during recording that some consider upsetting. Check if the volunteer is comfortable. Activate the recording apparatus. After recording is complete, check volunteer cognitive ability using the provided questionnaire. Do not be alarmed if the length of recorded footage exceeds the volunteer's period of unconsciousness. Astrodilation is a known issue. Q. I don't think I know Fraggle Rock. Rubber Duck. Yep, we read that one. Sensory tank purpose. Darling here. Some of you are curious why I had these sensory deprivation tanks installed. I thought I'd shed some light on the subject. behind the hugely popular guided imagery experience. Apparently his tapes go beyond the normal meditative qualities, but quite genuine in some, and so reports say. We brought these tanks in to test his tapes for ourselves, plus there may be some stress relief using for the staff down the road. I think we could all benefit from some time in a dark and closed space. Okay. Wait, is Fraggle Rock the one with the dinosaurs? Friends? It says friends, but I don't trust it. I'm just gonna switch this gun to this gun real quick, and I'm just gonna take a little look here. Oh, this can go. We don't need this one. Reload speed? That might be good. Okay. I got my pew pew gun. No, that was dinosaur. Oh, that's just straight dinosaur then. So what's Fraggle Rock? Can I have like a small summary, like a plot line? Guys?
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
Oh, it's the sound. I'm just gonna take this. Diggins! It was a patch of Muppets. Oh. So it's the Muppet Show, but like a subcategory? Oh, I see what I have to do. He lived in an underground place called Fraggle Rock. A gym, if I remember correctly. Well, I mean, wasn't he the guy that invented everything? But how are you doing today, Diggins? Don't mind the people. Just gonna touch this.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut first class, and you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia? Yeah. I am. And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary? Yes, I do. Perfect. Your suit is good? Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Well, yeah, I know he did the labyrinth. Like, I feel like most people know that because they were like, Sesame Street made big old cog piece, and they were like, calm down. Oh, he's touching the glass. I don't know much, but I know some things. Use C's? What is C's? Golden copy, NPC variation. Find another way to defeat them. I don't know what C's is. Enemies at low health can be seized. Okay. Go on. You telling me I can get backup? Oh, didn't mean to kill him. This is amazing. Where's my exit? There's my exit. Yay! Right up. Are they dead?
Their brains were fried when I took over the object.
Seems about right. Sometimes with a good moral message. Oh, that's good. I mean, I would hope it'd have. Nope! 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 Nope, try again! Nope, 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 nope. Got my shields. Fight for me, go! Oh, there he goes. So proud of you, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Except for Booper? I'm learning so much. Who's Booper? Guessing he's not a character we enjoyed on Fraggle Rock. Alright, abilities. Ooh. Seize duration. Oh, they can stop after a while. Okay. Seize an additional enemy. Large enemies. Ooh, use evade. Shield rush. While shield is active. Ooh. Well, in order to seize an additional enemy. Wait, so am I only allowed one person? Or am I allowed multiple people? Let's just get that going. We have 2 points left. I don't see myself punch anybody anytime soon. We'll do this one. The grumpy one of the group. Aw. Poor guy. Alright. Excuse me. We need to go to central maintenance. Why do I keep... There we go. Okay, well, I'm gonna pop back here real quick and check with Emily and make sure Helen made it. I'm sorry, Marshall. Grumpy, more like gloomy. Ah, so he was like the Eeyore of the group. Poor guy. He's just doing what he can. Oh, the base got a little bigger.
Pope wants us to compile all of Darling's data entries from the past month.
Physical alterations in his scripted organisms vary so wildly. What's the connection?
See if there's anything else.
Hi, Jesse.
Nope, all same. Okay.
See you soon. Be careful out there.
Either way, he didn't like fun. He was not a happy Fraggle. Aww. Did they, like, at least help him with his... The tubes are going. With his SADs?
We should be out there. Those things are killing our buddies while we babysit the execs.
Oh. Some of our people are not happy.
I can't believe these suits lasted as long as they have.
Oh, that's the radio. Alright. Yes, I guess it is in maintenance. Yeah, in the maintenance sector. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Nope. Still don't have enough. Oops, sorry. Okay, that's there. That's there. There. Okay, it's my mouse is what's messing with me. Yeah. Yeah. That looks like a good spot. The rest did their best in true Fraggle fashion with songs and dance. Aww. That sounds so sweet then. He doesn't sound too bad at all. He was just a sad Fraggle. Poor little guy. I'm curious what he looks like now. Do I have time? No, I don't have time to look him up.
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he alright? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan. Once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
Elevator. I want to go down. Maintenance? Okay. I was just one too high. He was always so worried about everyone getting sick. Oh, so he cares about his friends? He's just a bit of a worrywart? Was that it? This place! Yes! We did this, didn't we? Yeah, because we came in here, investigated, and we went pew, 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 pew. I remember this place. Come on, buddy. Can I get you from here? Come on out, friend. I got a big old cardboard box. Pop. Ah, there's clearance 4 over here. Got it. Where'd you go? Ooh. Okay. Didn't mean to damage myself. Oops. So I found the machine to cut and print decals. It's only about... Is that a good price or like a ooh price? It seems kind of good, but also but exciting. I'm surprised you don't just like start your own like custom commission decal printing business. You print all the things. You now have roadkill in your Discord. Huh? I have roadkill in my Discord? What are you talking about? I'm assuming you mean that's a character and not like an actual image of a dead animal, right? I'm excited about your machine diggings. Ooh. Dude, get it. Treat yourself. Oh, it's your Discord name. Okay, I was like, Treble, what are you talking about? Can I reach that? Nope, that's concrete, Nina. Alright, I have to go grab... No. Nope. It's right there. I didn't even touch the button! Alright. There we go. I put a pick of the Fraggles in for you. Nice! Alright. I'm excited because, like, Muppets and Sesame Street just kind of, like, never crossed my path growing up. Don't know why. You know, I was up at, like, 4 in the morning getting ready for school, but Captain Planet was always on, so it was just like, Captain Planet! What? Notice? Ooh. Thank you. Oh, okay, this takes us to the ocean. I feel like we should stop by the motel, but let me just take a peek over here. See if there's anything of interest. Nope, that's a hole. All right, laws of 3. 1. And we're back at it.
I don't think anyone's there, honey. Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
Yo. 1, 2, 3. Bro, trippy. I'm gonna end up putting your face on everything. I mean, you do what you want. You are an adult. I'm just saying. Pragmatically, it used to cost $2,000. Now it's $600. So either you wait, not being able to make anything and it gets cheaper, or the price goes back up, or maybe they discontinue it and you lose out on it forever. The choice is yours, my friend. The choice is yours. You can do whatever you want. And if my face happens to be on something, I'll be okay. Oh, what is this room? Oh, we gotta make it match the other rooms. Got it. Okay. Yep. Straight. Chairs out, plants over here. Alright. Pull this chair out. Get out of here. Oh, something opened. Nina stickers for everyone. Everything in my fridge will have Nina face. Will it just be like just super angry, intense, like, don't touch my food. And then we just like have more like happiness faces. I will have Nina stickers at TwitchCon. I'm so excited. Oh, speaking of TwitchCon, I found a dog collar. I know, surprising. And it has like Velcro on it, so you can put like different patches. And the person who sells that specific collar also sells patches, and one of them is called "Don't Touch Me, Peasant." And I was like, perfect. So, I'm excited. Also, Velcro patches. I can now just be like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I can have variety. You gave me many to choose from. Oh, thanks, Diggins. Well, I hope my faces bring you joy. Not this one. Hold on. I got a key. Is it only for that door? I guess so, yeah. Hey, it's back. Well, it never left. But it's visible. Alright. Black rock processing. Oh, I'm excited to see your stickers, Diggins.
Okay, we need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Do I have 5? No, I don't have 5.
Reminder, if the contents of your workspace have been rearranged, removed, added to, or altered in any other way, you should immediately leave the area while speaking to yourself in a reassuring tone. This will not only keep you calm, but also the room. Thank you for your attention.
Oh, it's the radio. I'm sorry, can you imagine someone just being like just sitting there, realizing something's happening, being like, I am leaving the room. I am leaving the room. Something has happened. I need to go. Just to calmly talk to yourself. Nah, dude. It's gonna scare everybody. Why would I need clearance 5? I could just break the glass. Oh well. Alright, that's locked. I picture it's okay, it's fine. Oh, the dog where everything's on fire is like, this is fine. It's a good dog. Hold on. Aha! You try to hide the goodies from me. Health recovery. Hold up. What do you mean health recovery? Well, this can go. That can go. That can go. That can go. Hold on, you said it was a personal mod? Yes! I will gladly take that one. Yeah, that can go. That can go. Yeah, I just need to get rid of all these baby ones. I mean, I'm only allowed to carry 3, so. leaving the room like it's okay. I do have to love the reaction I get when I tell streamers they have roadkill in their Discord. I mean, you gotta think, they're probably like, oh my god, my Discord, my people, no! And then it's like, oh, it's the name. It's not actual pictures of dead animals. So, very, very nice, Tribble. Very nice little prank you pull on them. Oh, I didn't need to jump down. Oh, the stomach has begun to growl. It's not even one yet. Well, that's not good. I'm just gonna open this real quick. I didn't mean to grab your kill shot. I'm so sorry. Soft trolls, best trolls. See, those are the trolls we enjoy, because it's like a nice, wholesome joke, prank. You know, like how some people are like, oh, we have a little prank war, and it's like, it's harmless pranks. And then some people, like, do things where it's like, yo, that could cause permanent damage. Like, that's not a joke anymore. Jeez. Work busy, here's a pity. Thanks, Adobo. Hope work's treating you well. Sorry, it's busy. Alright, touch it.
Hey, wait, up here!
Arish! It's my buddy. I'm still missing, aren't I? One more. I need one more ritual impulse. Did I finish the challenge? I did not. I don't have spin. I need 5 more. I don't have charge. Alright. Doesn't look like there's anything collectible down here. You said up here. Maybe the other side.
Our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Whoa. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid. And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
Alright. Noted. How cheesy. Is Montana the cheese state? I don't really know America too well, so are they the cheeseheads? Is that where the joke is coming from?
See, you're still you.
Hello?
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Well. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29.
Wisconsin.
Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success. What a surprise.
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while
Medic,
inside the
what's the
threshold?
They've
No,
each taken a few hits.
nothing.
We need to get them to a
You think
surgical
we should
station
tell them about the
ASAP,
mermaid?
but I don't think they're
Excuse
stable
me?
enough to move.
Yeah, the
Yeah?
mermaid.
Well, they're gonna have to be.
Horowitz here
We are
found
moving
this
out of
mermaid
there.
in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring. I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring. Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No. Because it didn't happen.
Hey, remember the deal.
Nothing
Kill a hiss,
happened.
I buy a shot.
As usual,
Bottom
the
shelf
quarry
only.
is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
Wait, there's a mermaid? The flashlight to the face is what I was referring to. Oh. I was like, I don't understand how cheese incorporated into a teleportating hotel in a cord. And I was like, a reference I don't understand,
Thanks for
possibly.
bringing down that, whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. Well, Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a hiss monster has decided. So that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Will do, buddy. Will do. How far away is my save? Let me go save real quick. That way we don't have to do all this again. I have enough. Now tell me, what is a spin? Spin is a generous magazine and high rate of fire boosts using control bursts. Might be better than a shotgun. Alright, what do we got? Accuracy, damage after kills, headshots, accuracy, rate of fire, ammo. Do this one. Whoa, that's a lot of bullets. Alright, yeah, let's try the spin out. That's a sentence. That's locked. Nothing there. Dead bodies. Ah. So what kind of monster do you think, guys?
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
It is. It's gonna suck. Swan boat procedures? Now hold up here. Item is made of fiberglass painted, foot pedals. Emits a pulse of physical force. Measuring the exact force created by the item has been hindered by some concerns of the Human Resources Department. And they just hang around, right? They're just like, meh, meh. Item was seized from an activity rental service in Canada after it ejected numerous riders over the course of a summer. That's too funny. The item was transported by helicopter, sent it. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train. It arrived without further incident. So it doesn't like helicopters, doesn't like being in the air, but it's okay on a train. And then my fancy box. Became to the user. Psychic trauma. A janitor named bound the object. Occupants were by him. Ooh. Janitor, you say? Just trying to get a sense of the area. Right, we only have level 4? Yeah, only level 4.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
They're gonna drop, I know it. What is that? All right. Here we go. Wait, hold on. I don't want to be near the mist. I don't like this.
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
Cool. Turns invisible and breathes. Just real creep-like. It's good, good, good. Love it. So excited to be here.
There are areas in the oldest house where, under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions link in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes from the threshold quarry. So the prisms must be there too.
Contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock Line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The code's Black Rock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that again.
Neighbor of the beast.
Darling's key. This should get us into the quarry.
We have level 5. Do we head back? I mean, it's not far. Wait. Yeah, it's like it's not far. Thank you, thank you. Material. There's some mod. Where am I? I'm gonna go back for another save, so that way I don't have to fight Wooshie Man again.
Everything.
Yeah, you guys will be fine. And just see if anything new popped up. Nope. Alright. Trying to remember where else there was a 5. Oh, wrong way. What if Dylan is Ahti? Just because we don't really know what happened. We just know something came through and messed with us, and then Polaris saved us. So, like, what if, hear me out, Ahti is Dylan? Like, it's some crazy twist, right? Oh my god, I gotta know now. Like...
Everything here is crazy.
There has to be a twist.
Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be. I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy. It feels sane. Or just the right kind of insane.
There is no accuracy. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. What does that mean, Lala? Trying to do the missions. It's from Ace Ventura. The first one or the second one? Because I've only seen the second one. Is it from the second one? Man, I need to rewatch my movies. First, I didn't see the first one. That's my bad. Oh, wow. Oh, sweet. It took us way back here. I'll take that save. Yeah, I was like, don't spoil. No! Oh, thank God. It's so funny. When I watched the second one, I didn't realize it was the sequel. I just thought that's how it started. Which I thought was an amazing movie. Sometimes you just have to yell no at doors and they'll open. Not open sesame, just no. Yeah, oh boy. Alright, let's do this. Oh. Almost there. I need 2 more. Well. Nope. God, this gun's got no accuracy. All right, 5 more. Where'd he go? There he is. Come on, floaty boy. Is to watch the original Ace Ventura movie? I think I actually have it on my list of movies to watch. And I think my current watch list is like almost 4,000, so I will get to it eventually. A very long list of movies to watch and TV shows. So much K-drama. A floater! Just press the flesh! Larrington. Ooh, this place is huge. Alright, before we head down this way, let's make sure there's something on the other side. Hello? Oh, we haven't read. Distorted, okay. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the hiss. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent has been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how they corrupt individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the file. Atlas theory. Physical expression created by the oldest house. Explicit purpose. Observation when doing so. It only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Okay, and then Black Rock. Portal examine. Fire breaks. Further, NCS. Designed by order. Safe method of extraction. Somebody's excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. Is this Dylan? This sounds like Dylan. Keeps the container from overheating. Powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient. After NSC's 01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation, was restrained and a second model was built. Possesses built-in anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. Capable of little. Okay, we read this. Always a list that can be added to. I mean, it's probably on the list, to be honest. It's a long list, which is why I enjoy house sitting, because it's like, 1, you get to hang out with cool animals. 2, it's like a day to super work on the list. So I have a lot of overtime for the next few months. We just started a job of 600 kitchens and bathrooms. Oh my god. I'm just gonna give you this now because you deserve it. You deserve cheers. Also, just kissy for everyone in chat. Everyone's doing great. Everyone's vibing. Everyone's awesome. And you're doing great on this lovely Tuesday. And what is that? What? 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 No. No, no, no. Thought you could hide from me, did you? Fan supplement. Like a fan or like, oh my god, a fan? The notion of fan death has now become widely known in the region since a foreign investigator met with a local journalist to explain how electric fans operate at speeds that may suffocate users by overly disturbing the air. We must take care to avoid missteps. Any explanation given to the public must provide sufficient yet vague rationale that will reaffirm their certainty that ours is a stable, controlled world. We must tread carefully, especially in this increasingly technological world with the radio and other innovations allowing information to travel at speeds previously undreamt of. This is precisely why we insist that our department handle all communication with public bodies. Ooh, no. That's always awkward. Somebody misspoke. That is a lot. But congrats, and I hope, you know, it doesn't hurt. Or it goes smoothly. It's overtime. It doesn't sound fun.
Elevator's broken. Gotta get down the old-fashioned way.
Virtual impulse. Making sure there's nothing. Alright, 2 more with this gun. I hear him. So no need for working out afterward. Yeah, Dude, you're gonna be in such good shape. You're gonna be like, yo, bro, what's your secret? And you could be like, bathrooms. They're like, what? And it's like, you heard me. I built bathrooms and kitchens all day long. And just be like, totally shredded. Maybe that's how my mom stays fit. She does like a lot of renovations too. And she's just like, you know, she's petite like me, but she's got strength. It's scary. Oh, I can hear them. Ooh, I wonder if Spooky Boy's here. Nope. Nope. Thank you. Oh, are we okay? Control point activate. Woo! Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, Diggins. Oh, cool. So, elevator's fixed. Do I have any better mods? I mean, damage is great, so, like, I feel like we should keep that. Yeah, enemy armor, rate of fire. It fires like nobody's business. We might want to do accuracy. Yeah, let's try accuracy. Right. Nothing of value down here. Nope, that is not what I wanted. Be my friend. F is for friends who do stuff together. My friend got in the way. Nope, that could have been a friend. Be my friend. How quickly do you turn on me? Oh, it's your health. Oh, and you just self-die. Oh, that's so useful. Thank you. I thought I had to worry about him, like, turning normal and I had to, you know, just end him myself. I am, like, right next to control point, so I'm gonna save real quick again. Because I just picked up all those mods. Oh, and we finished missions too, so let's grab those bad boys. Kill warped, research sector, melee, in any mode. Yeah. And we'll do warped. Yeah, nothing. We don't have charge. No, we have shatter, pierce, spin, and grip. What am I supposed to do with the undefined material? Or is that just something that stays forever like that, I guess? I was thinking I could maybe, like, turn it into something else, but... looks like any direction is fine. Ah. Not any direction. Okay, like... nope, the lights stay. That's locked. I just can't with their whispers. Oi! No! What? That tells me there's something back there of value.
Oh. Not what I expected.
I kind of want to go back and get it. Just checking it out. Oh! Be my friend. Who are you guys? Who are these lovely guys? Okay. Quarry worker incident. Who did I stumble upon? We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean research wants. This black rose shit is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimensions for these slabs of black rock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better work a treat. Go ahead and double the last order. Linda, I saw David last night. I was working late in the quarry when he stumbled out from behind some black rock. Looked like hell. I called up to medical right away. He was half starved. He'd been missing for 2 weeks, so I guess it's not a surprise. While I was waiting for someone to come help, he kept telling me about some carvings, something about an ancient tree. I couldn't really understand him. When the medics came, they brought security. They grabbed David and hauled him off. They interrogated me for a couple hours about what David had told me. Anyway, I know you're on the next shift, so I thought I'd leave this for you. He was your husband. You have a right to know. The way security was acting, well, I don't know if we're going to see David again. I'm so sorry, Linda. Burn this after you read it. B. So the little tree people? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Weird. Spoopy tree. Turn them into a tree person. Got it. They don't seem too aggressive. I don't know. I don't know. It's all a little sus. Interesting. What is the point of this dead-end room? And I just lost some health. Just go, I guess. Activate the explosives. Okay. So you. Go there. And then you. Go there. There's one more. You. Oop, need a better angle. Nope. Nope. Miss. Keep on missing. Excuse me. Where you at, you orb? Nope, switching back. Oh God! No, no, thank you. Okay. Thanks, Diggins. Okay, doing good, doing good, doing good, doing good. Ah. All right. I believe we are clear. I hope there's like no fun collectibles or anything here. Oh, there's one. Quarry incident. Sure. During my weekly safety inspection to the quarry threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of. The whole team was aligned and staring in a uniform direction, the city in the distance. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained for more than minutes until I had to resort to literally. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for the behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in the threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry a mandatory psychological evaluation on a weekly basis, or preferably both. And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. Yay. Pick up that. Excuse me. All for this teeny tiny rock.
And there it is, right where you led me. HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you. I need to get this prism to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs, then Dylan.
Shit. I see him, I see him. Alright, we gotta get out of here. Going a long way around. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, no, you don't. No smoking reminder? Alright. It's gonna be tough. All Bureau personnel are reminded to kindly not smoke in the quarry. Even though the quarry area is technically an outdoor space, it's still a part of the Bureau, and therefore the... What up, Crimson? Dangerously with the toots. Therefore, the smoking rule does apply. Not only is it considerate towards your fellow employees to refrain from inflicting the harm of secondhand smoke, it is also prudent to avoid any risk of gas fires, unforeseen threshold restrictions, and possible creation of altered receptacles. Under no circumstance should cigarette butts be left in the quarry. Alright, doing good, doing good, doing good. And run! And save. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit my mic. Oopsie. Alright, it's level 1, level 1. Level 3. Level 3. Without dying, killed mold hosts using melee. Oh, you're crazy. Toots? Yep, Crimson be tootin'. Also possible explosions from natural gases leaching from the earth. Well, you don't know this, Crimson, but we're technically not on Earth right now. So that's why they're saying that. They're like, we know we're not on Earth, but we also don't know what stuff is here. Man, I went high. Stuff is gonna spawn, ain't it? I think when I find the next checkpoint, I'm just gonna teleport. I can't with their chanting. Alright. Executive. Sparwood, British Columbia has a massive open pit coal mine you can from space. You can see from space. Oh wow, that's pretty cool, man. Can't you also see the Great Wall of China from space too?
It's ridiculous. Pope's grasping.
Faded. Find a prison.
Got any info for me, Emily?
Hi, Jesse.
Nope, still the same. Alright. I'll be back.
See you soon. Be careful out there.
After I'm done with Marshall. Marshall? There you are.
Ridiculous. Pope's grasping.
I'm
I
blind.
had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codename P6. We brought him here after the ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now?
So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away?
Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same. What if we are?
I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them.
Oh.
Nothing simple here. These
Also,
people took my brother, but
Dickens!
they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know.
You know what you did, Dickens.
I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? I could use a friend right now.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hope wants us to compile all of Darling's data entries from the past month.
She wants us to crack Darling's personal logs?
Oh my god. What does this mean? Okay, I can either have more shield. This would be nice to have, honestly. That's also nice. But that's nice too. I can have a big guy join me in a fight. I can have two guys join me in a fight. I think I want two guys to join me in a fight. Oh, I need 4 more points.
He'll crucify us if he finds out.
Nope, no new weapons.
Who does she think she is, authorizing that kind of data breach?
She must think he's hiding something. And I agree. The HRAs alone are proof Darling knew more than he let on.
Okay, where am I going? My brother might be evil, is is what I understood from all that. Okay, missions. Yeah, we're gonna go chat Dylan up. Containment sector.
Ilka's followed you in, right?
Phew. What's this? Oh, I got a thank you email for yesterday's work. Ooh, if I'm free tonight, there's ice cream? Oh, ooh, a rap party too. That's so sweet.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
You don't say. Who wants to be my friend? Really? You've been playing a lot of Minecraft? Nice, Diggins. Nice. Ooh. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it because, you know, graveyard shift. And I got home pretty late last night from filming. Friend! Go, my friend. Fight for me. I need more friends. Nope. Oops. Be my friend! Come on, recharge. What time did you get home? Like 8:30. And I know people are like, it's not late. It's like, yeah, but I work at midnight, so got home, showered, quickly tried to eat, and then, you know, sleep. So it's like about 3 hours of sleep, but it's okay. I took a little nap after work before stream. It was very nice. It was a very nice nap. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy to have work opportunities. Also, it was really cool because, like, they contacted me through Instagram. Like, that's how the casting agent found me. Was through Instagram. What's this? Oh, you want me to go to the parapsychology? Nah. Nah. I'll stick to my mission. Late for the shift you work. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's late for me, but for normal people, it's like normal time. I just thought it was so funny because they messaged me on Instagram, and I was like, okay, it's a little sus. You know, you always have to be a little sus with DMs. And then I got a message, like an email for my business email. Not gonna go there. And I was like, okay, this seems more legit. And then I looked up the people and the project, and I was like, it's legit. Oh. Be my friend! Ah! I'm gonna come back here for the health. Be my friend. Let's go, buddy. Not a good friend. Ah! Ah! No. Nobody, nope. Be my friend. Really? You were the last person? Alright. Activate! Just think when you get all your cards, you'll get lots of work. I do like, even though they misprinted it, I do like my card. Like, look at it. It's so fancy. Ooh. I gave it actually to the cemetery guy. And he was like, is that a Mountain Dew? And I was like, yeah. He's like, it's freaking awesome. And I was like, yes. So I'm like, cool. Whoa, what is all this? Construct charge. Upgrade spin. Upgrade shatter. Upgrade pierce. Oh my god. Okay, well, we gotta save up all the things. Ha! Alright. Hopefully I can find all those materials. Now, we explore. Ooh, I am in super unknown space. I'm gonna head back in here. Oh, come on! Ah! This is some BS. Well, I'm sure you'll find it, Crimson. Yeah. I don't want to use up my powers too much in case they spawn in here too. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Mannequin supplement. Well, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours with no issue, so I'm thinking we just have to not be on Direct 11 and just stick to Direct 12. That seems to be the fix. Alright, let's go fight some people. Totally unfair. Alright, this is where I came from. Now, where's the orb? Where you at, orb? Dang it, orb. Come on out, buddy. Ah! Go, 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 go. My health back. know where I picked up that piece. Will you stop spawning? Alright, be my friend. But I have a feeling you're the last one. Wouldn't you know it? You're the last one again. Yeah. Sounds like a tough job, buddy. Okay, we're on the other side of the logistics now. Horowitz?
Someone needs help over there.
I'm coming.
Sounds like there's a man down.
You don't say. Okay, it came from there. That's all connected. Where does this go? Alright. Looked at that. Looked at that. We looked at upstairs, so we have to finish up here. Pram procedures? Oh!
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
Okay. My interest is definitely piqued. Question, though. I don't know if there's a portal over there, like a control point to save at, so I'm gonna quickly run back. Please. Dan, they spawned again. Alright, let's just go. Hope for the best. Hope we don't die. Wait, didn't we die once? Have we died? I feel like we have died, haven't we? Is the game just laughing at me? Huh? Hold on. 3 o'clock? Or 3:15? Oh, it's not 3:15, it's 2. Hold on, let me try this again. Uh-oh. Alright, 7:20-ish. 11:30. I hope I did it right. Thank you for the key. Where am I?
This Wells guy can't be far.
Oh, I am way over there. Okay. And we have no idea if there's a control point anywhere nearby. Oh, somebody just spawned in.
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
That's a lot of clocks. Be my friend. Can I have two or only one? I can have two. Let's go, control point.
That must be our guy.
Thank goodness, a save. Anything of value? Nope. It's fine. Interesting section of the map that I ended up being in. Nine? There's 9 clearance levels? Okay. Probably shouldn't touch the clocks.
Shit.
Hello? Hello?
Are you Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
That must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it, clearly.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Just follow the blood. Let's go.
Okay. Wait, do you have level 9? Okay. Go on with your bad self.
What's with the clocks?
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play in there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating it. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
so weird. What is she doing? Is this like the in between the takes? Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Oh, he is going for it. Oh, nope, that's the body. Cradle are very... Newton's cradle?
Think you can find a way around?
Let me see.
Cradle? What is... Cradle? Okay, so he wants me to climb this.
So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power of that thing has... I've never seen anything like it.
Type or brand? I think you need to go to... I think you need a nap. Sounds like you need a good nap, my friend. Okay, so we're just going through this whole area. Awesome.
That's O'Neill. Shit.
Come on, chairs. Oh, make him a friend. Be my friend. Be my friend. Don't kill him. Oh no. There's a big boy. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, recharging. I see you, I see you. Ooh, don't hit me, don't hit me. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That safe phone is right there. Phoned us. We sealed the door on the way out. We couldn't let it get out into the bureau.
I'll need to come deal with that altered item later. If I open the safe room now, Wells could get hurt.
So don't open the safe room is what you're telling me.
Tight. Come on, we need to get back to Harwood's.
Dang it. Oh my god. Can you imagine just being like, no, shut down that section, it's just full of clocks, and it's just never gonna stop being full of clocks. That is insane. It's way too many clocks, my dude. There's nothing. Aha! Alright, we're getting some good materials, so hopefully we can upgrade our guns. I would like to attach another mod, please.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item, Horowitz ordered a retreat. We got out, but Hiss were waiting for us. I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
Alright, save.
I'm the medic. It's my job.
Oh, one more corrupted sample, 2 more, a bunch more, and 2 more ritual impulses. Dang it! Excuse me, sir. Work chat? Plane parts? Alright. Nope. Nope. And one more time. It's always good to save. Let's see if we have any new weaponry. Damage after kills. Prime. Oh, prime. Blast radios. Personal mods. Energy recovery speed. Energy. Element. Alright, let's read all these wonderful documents. Rising frequency. Responded to. Preliminary detection or perhaps simply coincidence. Purpose of the task force. rather than containing them. Okay. Objects of power, grant abilities, translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. Is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates to evaluate who can or cannot enter. Objects of power much more paranaturally than altered items. Mannequin supplement. An operatic performer? Including this item. Numerous mannequins break through the house's windows. An evil mannequin, okay. Jasper postbox. Okay. Oh, like that pram. Oh, okay. I didn't. Baby carriage. Wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. Okay. Supplement Arctic Queen? I was in a bed way back then. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse anyhow? Okay. Interesting. Work chats. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in, like the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected alternate status. I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected metal, and that's just on the exterior. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make a plane? I do. I do. Oh, poor guy.
We're not far now.
We'll get out of here soon enough. Oh, hi. Be my friend. Be my friend. Friend. Friendship, let's go. I could see them. Spoopy. Oh, didn't mean to kill you. I could have been a friend, Nina. Charge velocity boost.
motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
Ooh, wait. Okay. I think I know where we are, but I'm still gonna check. It's open? Okay. Then I believe that means we have everything from this. Look away, Crimson. Let me know how much of the Zooniverse you do. And then poof. Me dwells at the control point. Does he mean this logistics? Hold on. Hold on. Oh.
Let's go. Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
No!
Shit.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no. His motherfucker!
Actually, hold on. What am I doing? I have a big old pew pew gun. Sorry about your friend.
I should talk to Wells. Make sure he's okay.
Hey, buddy.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks.
Oh, nice.
And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it.
Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
We got what's in here. Yeah, let's go investigate that safe room. I swear, if they spawn again, thank you. Abilities. I want to be able to control a big person. Just grab them, you know? I need to just do 2 more. Nothing here. I feel like this is closer. Let's see, we're sitting at 2. I'll do this mission and then I'll call it. Because I do have to grind some DVD. Because I couldn't play any of it yesterday. So I think today's the last day. Hold on. Why is it all whoosh? Why is it all whoosh? I don't trust it. There's something there. I'm gonna go. Tony! Heck yeah, friend. I need to finish this mission so I can start grinding some DVD. Because today, I believe, is the last day for the masquerade. And I have not finished it. I want to get the cool charm. Alright, is it this? I think it's this. Nope, I went completely the wrong way. Whoops. Here I am, thinking I know exactly where I'm going. Nope. No, Thursday. But I remember on Sunday it said 2 days left. Well, I guess. Wait, Thursday? That was 4 days. I'll have to look at it again. I don't know what I was reading then. Okay, so this way? This way. No, this way. Where are my clocks? Clocks. Clocks. This way. Somewhere around here. There it is.
This is the safe room Will showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
Let's just read it so we have an idea of what we're doing. With effect manifested, injury and killing. Rangers were sent to discover the epicenter. Made it impossible. Proved an impossible task. Area abandoned. Okay.
Great. More clocks.
Bro, this one goes deep. Ah. Really? They say Thursday? That's so weird. I don't know.
How am I supposed to get across that?
Don't know, but we're gonna save. Do I need to summon clocks? Ooh. Maybe I don't have what's required yet. Nope, that's a dead end. Am I supposed to die? Am I supposed to go down there? Or am I supposed to have enough energy to just whoosh across? Okay, but if we whoosh, it has to be a perfect straight whoosh. I see something there and something up there, so I think we can fly at some point. The blood hunt ended yesterday. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Well, we can't do that. Where is my brother? I remember he was in logistics somewhere. You know what? We'll just call it here. 2 o'clock, good time. Stream hasn't broken, at least since we changed it, so we'll call it here, because then we have dun 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 dun. Nope! Gotta run! Running! Goodbye. I'm out of here. No, 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 no. Alright, I'll find another safe spot and do this. Oi! Oi, 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 oi! Let's find another safe place. Oh, it's Cass. I was like, who's touching my chair? Ooh, I need health. Just gonna... Excuse me. Nah, I'm good. Cass treat Cass kiss. Well, she's on the floor right now. Let me go summon the doggo.
Run.
Run.
I see that I actually give you a treat. Kisses for the Cass. Kisses for the Cass.
I'm sure Cass appreciates it. Alright. Let us get to a safe spot. And then we will call it a day, so we can play all the DVDs and try to finish what we can. Level 6. Don't have that yet. Ooh. Ooh, maybe we'll get something that can finally deal with that weirdness. Oh. Tail is wagging. You know her. Anytime I get close to her, her tail starts going. And then you give her kisses and she stops because she's like, at peace. And then once you stop, she wags because she's like, happiness. God, we keep getting the echo. Alright, that is where we came from. Burp, burp. Let me in. I have a feeling we're gonna get 6. That's one way to open a door. I want y'all to be my friend. Be my friend. Oh! Be my friend, be my friend, be my friend! That was so many. Yeah, go investigate. Be my friend. Be my friend. Go puke. Good job. I was like, I know there's more out there. I can hear them. Ah! What is this, The Last of Us? We got, you know, not the clickers. Wait, who shot you? Oh! Excuse you. What? I feel like I hear tiny feet moving. Ah! I knew it. I heard the tiny feet scuffles. We're okay. Oh, are these like the containment showers? Just making sure there's nothing hiding. Come on at the checkpoint. Ooh. Alright, what's this about? Yep, that's just me being silly. I was like, ooh, puzzle? And it's like, no, it's just something you can throw. Hey, boy. That. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The minute I touch that, I'm going to be descended upon. Any items? Any documents? Anything for my benefit? Touch it for science. I don't know. I think this is one science we don't want to do. I mean, obviously we're going to do it eventually. But. Yep, we need level 6. Which one of you boys has a level 6 key card? Thank you, thank you. Wait. No, this isn't where I came from. Oh, got another thing.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight, a slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality.
My collar got delivered.
Shifting. Note, for more details
Does that mean it's on the front door?
and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect.
Oh, I like your emotes, Diggins. Good job, buddy. Well, the collar got delivered, so I know what I'm wearing tomorrow. Because tomorrow's Wednesday, but let me check my calendar. Yeah, but I start my house sitting gig Thursday, and I won't be back until Tuesday, so I figured tomorrow we do Zooniverse. Just got gifted a bunch of different subs. Dude, nice! Emotes are super cute. Oh my god, it's a pink headstone. I love it. Take all the gifted subs, Diggins. You deserve it. Alright, before you touch it. Ooh. Do we touch or do we cord?
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Oh, let's do this. Dylan. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, oh. Okay, everything's upside down. Must touch for science. Okay, everything is right side up. Also, why would you have a light? A light, isn't that gonna hit it? I don't know. I don't know. Oh. I'm gonna go now. Bye. All right, Dylan.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Is Excuse me?
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for
objects
this.
of Power and
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden. Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there, and it's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
The employee manual offers a series of helpful actions to assist in mitigating a crisis. Would you like me to list them for you?
No. What's your guy's deal?
That is really weird.
Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything, it's just, you know, an ongoing concern.
Give me info.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better health care. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
What is? Oh, the fact that the guard pretty much talked very like, I can list you some things from the manual if you'd like. And it's like, no one talks like that. At least most people who aren't dealing with crazy objects that affect you.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping
singing?
the lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
I need to write this down because I kind of want to make it. I want to make knife rain. Hold on. Knife rain. I just have to draw a quick picture so my brain realizes what I want. Knife rain.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
Okay.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there, I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years, and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
Good job, Langston.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Alright, I feel like there's gonna be a point. Oh, is that a point? Yes.
No one's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
Well, we'll find out next time. Ooh, that's actually gonna be a long cliffhanger for you guys. Oh boy. I can make the new gun. Holds up to 3 explosive projectiles that can stagger enemies caught in their blast radius. Okay. I could do that, or I could upgrade my main pew-pew. Well, it's spin, shatter, and pierce, which would give me that. But new gun. New gun! I like new gun. And I can already upgrade new gun. Well, I guess I know what we're doing. This is gonna become this. Accuracy, damage while health is low, damage after kills. You're exclusive, so we might as well use you. Projectile speed. Sure. Nice. New gun hype. The gun shows the director Jesse. Oh, yeah, Tony. I don't know if you were here for that, but at the very beginning, the director pewed himself, like the one before me, and then I showed up, and the gun put me through this weird trial thing, and the gun was like, "You are worthy to wield me," and then they're like, "You are now the director." So that's how you get the job in this game. Just go, "Hey, I want a new gun." I was making an HP reference. Oh. Or I guess that'd be for you, but for me it'd be another reference just right over my head. Anyway, we will call it a day here. I will see you lovely people tomorrow for some Zooniverse time, because I don't want to just not do it. Plus it's fun. Nice way to, you know, leave you guys with some fun science time before the, like, 5-day break. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Suzu's Mossy. Bye-bye.